You guys have seen some of it. But this, we have a great community building. And this Asebu project is beautiful. And what I love most about it is not just that the chief is giving us the land and we're building a community here, but it's the quality of people that are coming here. Mm-hmm. That's what makes Asebu really special. You guys represent a very small number of people. And it takes a certain level of consciousness to do this, to do what you guys are doing right now. I'm going out, I'm going to Ghana.
And you think about the all the many people that were taken from our homeland, and only 3% made it to the Americas. Right. So, you know.
And so that, speaks volumes for our ancestors, because they had to be really strong to endure all what they endured, and then to endure once they got to the land in America, had to endure all that torture and pain and suffering to produce us, right? For us to come back home, right? So that's what's so powerful for me, is that we made it back, and when we came back in 2021. And we went back through that door of return. It was just so significant, It really fills you up when you think about we made it back. Yeah, And I know when they were leaving, they didn't know what was going to happen to them. A lot of them just purposely drowned themselves, because they didn't want to go to something they didn't know after being treated like they were in the dungeon. So they're like, if y'all treat us like this, it's got to be worse. But for those who endured and made it through all of that, and then the 400 years of suffering and torment, for us to be here.
Karen, how long have you been here?
I came, first I came in 2021, right? And then I came back in 2022 to my home. And then I went back to the States for like 2 months. So it was a year in November that I've been living in my house, but I came in May. So May would be like 2 years.
Now, so when you came, you started your build before you came back. Is that correct?
Yes.
Building your house for you, and when you came back, you had a house to come to.
I had, I stayed with them for about 5 months.
Okay,
They
building.
finished. Then I left for 2 months, and then when I came back, it was ready, and I moved in.
So how long have you been living in your house, Karen?
It was a year in November.
Wow. So your first time to Ghana was just in 2021?
Yes.
She wasn't playing.
Yes, I knew, and I mean, I don't know what your faith is or whatever, but the Most High made it clear to me when I got here, before I left, that I was coming right back. And that I was going to, you too?
I want you to know who this sister is.
I'm telling you,
This sister right here is doing her
I
thing.
have 16 grandchildren at home I left behind.
Ooh,
And
that's hard.
and that was,
That's big.
hard.
That's big.
yeah, but I knew, I had no doubt in my mind I was supposed to come back. And how do you know that you know? It's just one of the things, you just know it.
So let me ask you this, now that you're here, what do you feel your purpose is? Why are you here? What do you feel?
Well, when I came back, I thought my purpose was going to be to retire and just, play with the children, right? Go to the schools and work with the kids. But after I was here for a while, the other opportunity opened up. I ran into, and just being honest, I ran into some issues with my house.
Giving us a time.
I ran into some issues with my house. I ran into some issues with some other things with the move. Some things were taken. I mean, I ran into a lot of issues. And so when the painter of my property came to me and asked me if I wanted to go into business with him to help to build homes and bring the people over here the right way, or a better way. I wouldn't say right. A lot of the things that happened weren't done intentionally. And so I just was like, well, just give me a little something. He was like, nope, I need a partner. And I really believe that, you would be a great partner with me. And then he said, what would be the target market? And immediately just out of my mouth said, he would visualize. I mean, it just came right out. And then I kind of knew, okay, are you directing something here? And then the very next week, after I said okay, I got a phone call from strangers, and they said, you know, well, a friend of mine had recommended that they talk to me just about Ghana. And before the conversation was over, they were coming to see the land. And we hadn't even done anything. We hadn't cleared it, we hadn't done anything. So they came. And we walked that land, and they just really believed that they were supposed to come. And it started from there. So they bought a bunch of plots, and then somebody else called me from off of YouTube, and they bought a bunch, and it's just been happening like that ever since. So in hindsight, now I know why I'm here. And so here's our motto, right?
So you make buying and building in Ghana a pleasant experience. A pleasant experience.
That's important. That's important.
Yes, because you can do it, but it can be challenging.
We know.
Yeah.
So, these brothers here, they from my hometown.
Okay.
And I got so much love for my folks back home. Like I said, you know, I gotta take care of these brothers. Right?
So do you know them before?
Yeah, I knew Donald well before we came, and I knew this brother. His name used to be Bill, but we called him Bill, but now he's Papa Kwaku. Papa Kwaku. Papa Kwaku. I'm getting these names right. And so this brother, I just met him, but he's from the same town.
And what's his
Oakland, California.
Okay, but what is his name?
Kwame Asaji.
Kwame. Oh, that's right. Kwame.
Yes. 3 Kwame cities.
Kwaku. All right.
Kwesi.
Oh,
This is
Kwesi.
Nana.
Kwesi.
Kwesi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I love it.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
And so, but they were asking me a lot of questions about things. And I feel like it'd be good for them to talk to somebody who just, you see, like you talk about some of the challenges that you ran into. They need to hear about that, just like all the good stuff, you need to hear about the other side of things, because there's some challenges that you run into. So after you go through the challenge, you kind of figure out how to navigate that.
Right.
You told me about
Right.
some things, I said, okay. Now I learned from you what to help you, how to help people better, how to better assist people.
Yeah.
Now those are the things that you went through.
Right.
And even with your builder, he and I had a conversation, and I realized he learned some things from you. You see,
Yeah.
that he
And
needed
me from him.
to tighten up to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
And so this Asebu project was like an incubator. It was the first one of its kind. So we're learning as we go. It was like on-the-job training. So we made mistakes that we got better with, and now we're trying to do better with it.
Yeah.
But Karen's project, and I want to take you to that land as well today if we have time. We're behind schedule. But I want to take you to show you exactly where she is and what she's doing as maybe another option. Because I like to support what she's doing. I think Karen is an amazing person. Right? And it's always good to have options. And look at, well, I look at this and I like that. What do you like the pros and cons of things? And I love this Able Plan Africa because this project is my baby. I wrote the program. Okay? I supported it from the very beginning. I'm all in it. But I do know that there's some things we could have done better that still plague us to this minute.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're learning.
And we're learning. But Karen now has cut through all that
Taking it to another level.
because and I'm just gonna keep it real. The standards that we're accustomed to coming from the US
Yes.
sometimes are different than the standards that are here,
Yes.
that are available to us here. So having Karen here, she's gonna do it in a manner that we're more accustomed to seeing things
Yes.
done.
Yes. For example, roads and electricity.
That's what I was just gonna ask you about the infrastructure here.
Yeah.
Because this is out of nowhere, and the first thing I noticed was the solar. It said something about solar on the roof. I mean, I'm looking at things. I was trying to figure out, okay, so you have electricity and all
In
kind of
the
stuff.
Pan-African Village in Phase 1, I think pretty much everybody has access to electricity here. Because the king put up the transformer. Phase 2, they don't have it, right? The roads, that's my pet peeve about Ghana is the roads. Pretty much else, but the roads.
I got a bad road to my house. They just left a really bad road.
Okay.
What about plumbing and sewage and stuff, things like that?
Yeah, so the plumbing is, with a borehole, which is, y'all know what a borehole is. Like a well. It's like a well.
The
but
Paramount Chief.
it's-
I'm here in Asebu, and I am here with all these lovely people, and I'll let them introduce themselves to you. Nice and loud, please.
HalleluYah. Atu Benaya.
Extra next.
Atu Benor. Kwame Possible.
I'm here because I wanted to show everyone that I had finally received my indentures for the land in Asebu. I'm not sure exactly where.
Asebu is fine.
Okay, so we came here in 2021 and we got land, and then COVID hit and a lot of other things happened and life circumstances came about, and so we finally have it signed by the Nana
Obakesi, correct.
Yes, yes. So I'm really excited. For those who came along with us at that time, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So hit me up if you want to get your indentures completed for your land. Your land is still available. I don't want you to think that it's not, because it is here. And right here in my hands, I have it all signed. So I wanted to share that with everyone. All right, thanks. Talk to you guys later. Hello everyone, this is KareninGhana.
Hello everyone, this is Jessica visiting Ghana.
And I wanted Jessica to tell us a little bit about where she's from in the States and how she's enjoying Ghana so far.
Right now, I live in Richmond, Virginia. I lived in there since 2004. Before Virginia, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. And both of my parents are from Haiti. So they were born and raised out in Haiti, migrated to New York eventually, and had all their kids there.
Okay, so I hear the New York accent, but I don't hear any other accent.
Well, because in Richmond, Virginia, the Haitian population is very, very, very small. So whatever Creole language I learned from being around my family and my parents.
Right, right.
So when I'm around them, I speak it, but I don't speak it with a Haitian accent. I speak it with an American accent.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I met this sweet young lady just like 5 minutes ago, face to face, but we have been texting each other. She has knows a very good, my cousin, Annette, and she bought me some gifts. I'll turn this around so you know how it is in Ghana. I got all kinds of spices and hot sauces and stuff from my cousin Lynette. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate it.
I know how it is to get things you really want when you're away from home, because every time I go to Haiti, my mother sends barrels of stuff we're going to need out there before we even get there. So I know that struggle.
Oh, that's great. So you just came from Kumasi, right?
I just came from Kumasi.
Yeah. And what are y'all doing for the rest of the time you're here?
For the time we've done so far, I've been to Coconut Grove.
Yeah.
Coconut Grove. We've been to the slave dungeons, which is very, very, very emotional.
Yes.
And I recommend this trip to every African American descent.
Yes.
Sometime in their life, at least one time. It is very, very knowledgeable. And it's a must-do.
It's a healing too.
It's a must-do.
Yes.
It's a different type of vacation, but it is a must-do vacation.
Yeah. I definitely agree. So, well, it was so nice meeting you. I'm going to go ahead and let you get back to what you're doing, relaxing probably before dinner, right?
Relaxing before dinner tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey everyone, I would like for you to please like, subscribe, and share my videos so that everyone can hear about the great things that the Most High is doing. And perhaps they'll join us too. All right, thank you so much.
Hello everybody, so this is what we are doing here. So if you are here, Margaret, that is the road beneath your plot. Chris and Chastity was, that is the road beneath your property. And Mona and Robert, That is where your land goes to. So that road is linking the road in front of McTavish plot. So that is what they are doing right now, and it's kind of real big. It's gonna be really easy for Tonya to get your property. So Tonya is on the right hand side, and she shares a wall with Chris and Chastity Walls, and Chris and Chastity, they share a wall with Africaba. So that is kind of cool. So we're trying to link the road so that we have road going around all the property and everything. Guys, this is the road that links to the road that Miss Patricia Brady and Diaz, and it turns to go to where Chris and Chastity are, and you can also find Mona and Robert, and when you go further out you're gonna find Joy and Lisa, and on your left hand side you will see the other property that, or the other acre that belongs to Miss Brady. So there used to be a road here, but we didn't construct it when we were doing the other roads, but right now we've done it and it goes down. So that is where you will find Tonya on the left hand side, and when you go further down you're gonna find Africaba going down there. So that is the road, and that is the machine down there doing the road. So we're trying to link all the roads together and everything. Yeah, so that is it. So this is what we do here. We want everybody to have access to his or her property. So once you're ready to build, you're going to be able to go to your land with the dump truck, with the, any other machine or truck you're going to bring onto your land, or any material you want to bring to your land. You don't have to construct any road. You just bring the truck and you have access road to your property. Alright, so this is the road that they are doing. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Emmanuel from Africaba Construction and Management Services. So what you see here is a borehole drilling machine, and it has been here for hours. We've tried getting it out of the ditch. It went a bit into some quicksand. It's not actually a quicksand, but some loose soil. So it was deep inside here, and we had to get it out. So we had to offload all the pipes, the metal pipes, and everything from the truck before we could get it out. But finally it is out, and they are drilling the borehole. So as you can see, this is Margaret's borehole. So Margaret, wherever you are, this is your borehole going on. That is what they are drilling right. So hallelujah, hallelujah to the Most High for this vision that we pursuing together as one people from one continent. Thank you everybody who has been doing business with Africaba Construction and Management Services.
Alright, Shalom Shabbat. This is for Margaret's words.